ready to cook tomorrow. I've cut them all in half, cut all the excess fat off, pulled off the membrane, and now we are going to go ahead and soak them in our marinade overnight for 24 hours. And what that basically is orange juice. Let it sit in there overnight for 24 hours. We're not going to really spice it much, okay? We're going to put a little bit of paprika, not a whole lot. I just like to put a little something in there. Seems like, in my experience, the paprika really gets in there with the orange juice. A little bit of black pepper. We're also going to put a little bit of chili powder. Chili powder really gives the pork a good flavor. Paprika really gives pork a good flavor. And black pepper is really all I'm going to put in here. The ribs are not very pliable, okay? This is before they marinate. When we take them out tomorrow, after marinating, you can touch them end to end. We're all set. Now we're just going to cover them up, put them in the refrigerator, and let them sit for 24 hours overnight. All right, so now we're going to cover them. Go right over the top. All right, so it's the next day, and we're going to go ahead and get our dry rub ready to put on the ribs. Got the fire going outside. It's just about perfect, so we're going to put this dry rub on these ribs and get them put on the pit. All right, it's brown sugar, chili powder, onion powder, salt, black pepper, a little bit of cumin, very little bit of this, strong stuff, paprika, and cayenne pepper. Be gentle with that, a little bit goes a long way. And one of the main ingredients to a good dry rub with ribs is dry mustard. Lots of dry mustard. Take a fork and mash all those clumps down from the brown sugar. Get it all stirred up. Sometimes this will help rubbing it together, gets all the clumps out. That brown sugar gets a little moisture in it and it balls up. Okay, so we pulled out the ribs from the orange juice marinade overnight, and you can see that they turned kind of a bit gray. That's from sitting in the marinade. Remember how I showed you how pliable they were? They only bent about like that much. Now look at them, you can pretty much touch them with no effort at all. They're so pliable and tender now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put our rub on. Just want to take it and sprinkle it right over it and just rub that in all over. Massage that in the meat. I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing for each slab of ribs until they're all covered evenly. Alright, so all the ribs are patted down with the dry rub. It's time to put the ribs on. We got our temperature in between 225 and 250, so ready. The smaller ones you want to put further away from the fire. The bigger ones you want to put a little closer up to the fire. All right, so we got the ribs on and we're ready to go. We're going to cook these on a 3-1-1. We're going to try something different. Typically do the 3-2-1. I'm going to do only 1 hour covered in foil instead of the 2 hours because I'm not going to go for the fall off the bone ribs this time. I'm going to go for more of the competition style rib that's, you know, you get a clean bite on. So we're going to experiment and see how that goes. All right, so it's time to wrap them. I'm going to get these babies wrapped up. I'm going to keep them wrapped for an hour this time. Because you see how they're already coming off the bone? They're not even done cooking. want to wrap them real good and tight. Like so. All right, so we're going to put them on the pit and let them run for an hour. All right, so it's been an hour, and we're going to go ahead and take them off the pit and unwrap them, put them back on the pit, glaze them with some barbecue sauce, and let them go about, I'm going to say, because of the way they're looking, or because depending on how they look, we're going to decide whether we're going to go another hour or two. Could be even less than that. We're going to see.
It's a lot of salsa, Johnny.
Yeah, it is. Cut that up, throw it on there.
Look at that bone falling out.
Look at that bone fall out. That's why I think we're probably just going to go another 30 minutes, maybe an hour. When you marinate them in the orange juice, man, that acidity breaks down the muscle and tenderizes that meat so good that it takes less time to cook these ribs. I'm not going for falling off the bone ribs this time. I want a clean bite. I think we're going to accomplish it. Put them back on, and then we're going to baste them with some barbecue sauce. You want to put the big ones down here, the thicker ones closer to the heat. You put the smaller ones down here at the back of the heat so that they can kind of cook evenly. Alright, so we're just basting them now with the barbecue sauce, front and both sides.
Smells delicious. We need smell-o-vision, huh, honey? We have a nice fire out here. We're just relaxing. Jason's cooking. And this is my spot here, so I can prop my feet up. So what's Elisa doing while Jason's cooking? Relaxing.
Much needed.
Much needed relaxing. I'm getting smoked out over here. But no, I'm just sitting, relaxing, just enjoying spending time with Jason. Gonna have some good food. Yum.
All right, so we're gonna pull it off. Looks done to me. We got some sausage, and the ribs are looking pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and pull them now.
And for side dishes, we have a pot of baked beans over here. And then my mother made a corn casserole. And she told the boys to come pick it up. It's covered in cheese and And for dessert, my mom also made pineapple upside down cake for Jason's birthday.
It's time to slice the ribs. You want to follow the bone. Chef's batch.
Oh.
How did I do, darling?
Perfectly clean bites.
Juicy and delicious, just the way barbecue should be.
Oh my gosh, yes. And then we just have a simple side dish of beans. And then my mother made this corn casserole. So it's basically like cornbread with corn in it and then topped with cheese. It's really good.
Yeah, it kind of looks like mac and cheese. What do you think, Colby?
It's good.
You haven't tried the rib yet, huh? Or yeah, you're eating the rib?
I'm eating the ribs right now.
How are the ribs? Did Dad do good?
Tender. I'm able to take a bite. relative ease. Have not tried the beans yet, and I'm gonna try that. I went to go get all the things for it from my mom.
Yep. All right, so you don't do barbecue sauce with your ribs. You're not a dipper.
Nope.
I'm a dipper.
Just eat them how they are.
Don't need the barbecue sauce, huh?
Nope, they're good just like they are.
All right.
All right, all right, all right.
Thumbs up.
So Cameron had to finish his video game before he could come out.
Yes.
How is that rib?
Salt, pepper, steak, man, put some olive oil.
Good, huh?
Maybe a bunch of thyme. Cheers. Delicious.